Hi, group number twos. Welcome to this week's reading. This week we are doing a collective checkup. This is to help me really tune into your guys' energy and figure out what kind of readings you guys kind of need for the next 9 videos. So this is the card that drew you guys in. Oh my God, focus. There you go. This is the Speaker of Truth, card 13. I will read him at the end of the reading. But this is the card that drew you in. You know, 13 is a super lucky number. It represents the divine feminine. So it was a very lucky number for a really long time until the church and patriarchy demonized women, in which case it then became an unlucky number. But we are reclaiming it, goddammit. It is a lucky number once again. So I'm using my Hush Tarot cards today. You might end up seeing me pause to put cover-ups on some boobies, but it's a dope deck, so we're using it. Anyway, this week I'm doing a classic Celtic Cross, so I'm gonna kind of spread out the spread and then go through the couple of sections of cards and just explain what's going on and then give you the whole meaning. Okay? So, guides of group number 2, would you please give me all the information you can about group number 2 and their current state and any advice that you have for them? Ooh, this one, that's 2, so this one goes here, and this one goes here, and that one goes here. And then this one's here. Oh, yeah. This one here, 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 and here. All right. Let's do this, you guys. So, these 2 cards in the center, one represents what your current state is, and the other one that's crossing it represents what is crossing your path at the moment. Whether that's an obstacle or a challenge or a new direction your guides want you to take. So this is your current state, and we have the 10 of Swords. Ooh, tough one. And the thing crossing you is the 5 of Wands. Here, I'll show it to you right side up so you can actually see the imagery. 5 of Wands. Wow, you guys. You're in a big state of flux. So the card that is your current state, the 10 of Swords, that is the, I call it the minor death card. It is the card of death in the minor arcanas. It's not quite death because there is a death in the major arcanas, but yeah, it's the huge ending of something. Your current state is a huge end of something, a beginning of something else, but a definite end to something. And then the card crossing you is the 5 of Wands. And the 5 of Wands is all about conflict. It's about fighting. It's about, yeah, conflict. Yeah, you definitely needed a speaker of truth in this situation. It seems like you're in a lot of upheaval at the moment, you guys. I am sorry. I totally understand this state of mind, this state of being, and this cross. So that's your current state, and the cross is a huge change and conflict. So let's see what's around you. So behind you, we have this card, which is the Ace of Pentacles. Crowning you, we have the 6 of Pentacles. ahead of you, we have, oh, the Empress. We actually got those last two cards in the last reading. I swear I shuffled a lot, so if you were drawn to group number 1, maybe there's a message in there for you too. So that's ahead of you. And at your feet, at your foundation, you have the Death card. Holy fuck, you guys. The Death card. You got both Death cards. Woo! Big change. Big, big change. Ending of huge cycles for you guys. Woo! I hope you're doing okay. Shifting like this, standing on shifting sands like this, ooh, that is hard. That is very hard, and I hope you guys are okay. I'm a Taurus, so I have a real hard time with change. Some people really love when they see the Tower or the Death card because it means that their world is going to shift and that excites them. For me, that's very terrifying. So I understand if you're a bit miffed. but the good news, ahead of you is the Empress. The ability to be fully love yourself, fully embrace yourself. It's about fertility and rising above and just being an empress. Being just so empowered by this conflict, by this change. The conflict, the change, the death, it needs to happen. It's an opportunity that the universe is giving you so that you can become your final form. So that you can become the empress of your own life, so that you can become the magical creature that you are, because you are so generous with other people and you're actually really good at this. Like, I don't know what kind of person you are, but your guides are telling me that you're really good at change. You're really good at it, despite it. I don't know how you feel about it, but despite maybe some uncomfortable feelings about this change, about this huge life change that is ahead of you, that is, you're in your current state, you're gonna be so good at it. You're gonna be amazing. Ooh, that just hit a chord with me, just because I've been listening to this show called The Adventure Zone, and their first arc, the Balance, Bureau of Balance series, there is a goddess of fate, and when she looks into the future of these adventurers and sees the end of their adventure, she comes back to them and says, "You're going to be amazing," with tears in her eyes as she has seen their future. And that's what your guides are saying here, is you're going to be amazing. You're going to be amazing. Like, it's a tough road right now. It's full of conflict. It's full of snakes and spears and problems and obstacles to overcome, but you're gonna make it. You're gonna do amazing. You're going to fully embrace yourself out of this moment. This death is necessary for evolution. And in this card, the death of the person is feeding the babies of this vulture. Like, there has to be a death to some things for you to be able to blossom and move forward. And it's tough, but you're gonna be amazing, sweetie. So we're gonna look at this tower now, and I'm gonna tell you what each card means. Anyway, this bottom card, this is your attitude, your current attitude, and we have the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords talks about rest and recuperation, and a need for rest and recuperation. Sometimes it talks about, actually it was in reverse when I picked it up. So it often talks about a real need for these things. It talks about somebody who has taken on too many things and is reaching burnout stage. So that's your current attitude. And then the next card we have are the people and influences around you. And here we have the 7 of Pentacles. Haha, you can't see her boobs in this one, so I don't have to cover her up. 7 of Pentacles talks about planting seeds and watching them grow. In this image, she has a key and she is walking through a gate. So it's kind of the same idea of having the resources, but needing to use them and use them properly to make things happen. And then the next card, this is your hopes and fears. And we have the King of Wands. Focus. There we go. We have the King of Wands as your hopes and fears. And lastly, the outcome. That card is the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands. Yeah. So, the 8 of Wands. Interesting. Okay, so what I'm seeing here for you guys, hold on, let me grab some water. What I'm seeing here for you guys is your attitude. You're pushing yourself a bit hard at the moment, and your guys are saying with all of this conflict and change and big change happening, there's a need for you to shift this idea that I have to go all of the time, and leave yourself space for rest, whether that's going to bed early, not looking at your phone as much, unplugging at nighttime so you actually get some sleep, whatever that is for you guys. Like maybe buy an alarm clock instead of using your phone as an alarm. I don't know, bunch of stuff like that. There's a need for you to listen to your body, so that you don't plunge headfirst into a bunch of swords and find yourself without any motivation or ability to move forward because you're too tired. There's a need for self-care in this moment of huge change, of big endings. There is a need for rest. The next card is about the people in your life, the people that are surrounding you. I think this card is really talking about the fact that maybe you're somebody who hasn't had a close group of friends in a while, that you're somebody who's been a bit of a loner, but these seeds are planted. There are people coming. People see the change that is happening. They can see the progress you are making, and that seed of seeing the change in you is really bringing the right people that you need for this next stage of your life into your life. They might be new friends and they might be old friends that are just coming back, but there's definitely a blossoming, a slow blossoming in this area of people influencing you. That your guides are bringing in now the right people, the chosen family that you really need to move forward. Yeah. And then as your hopes and fears, we have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is really somebody who is eclectic, who lives life passionately, fully, somebody who really embraces the danger of life and sees it as a challenge and not as a obstacle. So I think this is a an energy that you really need in your life right now. I feel like your guides are saying this is you, but you're scared to embrace it because there's so much change and so much conflict. This is the King of Wands is exactly who you want in a situation like this, because they're not afraid of picking up the torch, of moving forward even when it's scary, and there's somebody who's super charismatic and can really shift conflict and resolve it to everybody's benefit. This balance, this crafter of change. And I feel like as you're in the space of your hopes and fears, this is who you hope to be in this moment of conflict and change, and you fear that you might not be. But your guides are definitely saying that this is who you are, and you're really good at this. You're good at it. And it's important that you embrace the ability to embrace endings and move forward with it, because it's really going to launch you into the next phase of your life. Because the outcome card is the Eight of Wands, which is just like, it talks about speed. It talks about things happening fast. It talks about manifestations rolling in and all at once. And yeah, it's just like, as soon as you embrace yourself, as soon as you embrace this change, as soon as you embrace the new dawn that is headed for you, things are going to happen fast. This evolution is just right there. You're right. It's right on the other side of the hill. And once you start rolling downhill towards the manifestation that you want, like, it's going to happen so fast. So buckle up is basically what your guides are saying. Buckle up. There's this moment of change, this shifting sand you're on right now. It is tough and it's rough, but you're going to be amazing. You are. So I'm going to read the Speaker of Truth to you guys out of the book, and then I'm going to get you an affirmators card, and that's going to be your reading for today, okay? So, card 13, the Speaker of Truth. This card pops out a lot when I use the Heart of Fairy Oracle on this channel, so if you're somebody who has seen this card before, this is your guides just being like, hey, this is really meant for you. Somebody in my collective, their guides are really consistent and the same oracles pop out for them. So, yeah, whoever that's meant for. Anyway, the Speaker of Truth, trust, acceptance, open heart. In fairy, many of the individuals we meet can be tricky. They will tell you a lie as blithely as tell you the truth. It is in their nature. This beautiful man is the Speaker of Truth. Like Thomas the Rhyme, he cannot lie. When something needs to be told, when a question needs a truthful answer, he will always speak, going to the heart of the matter and telling you what he has found there. It may not be what you wish to hear, but it will be truthful. He can be trusted when you need someone to trust. When the Speaker of Truth appears, ask him the question you most need a truthful answer to, and be willing to accept that answer. It won't always be easy. But when he turns up, it means that somewhere within you, you are seeking the truth. So open your heart to him as he opens his heart to you, and truly hear when he speaks. And last but not least, I'm going to shuffle my affirmators deck and get you one final message from your guides about this really big change you guys are facing. Really big death and rebirth for you guys. Guides of group number 2, would you please give me one message, one or two, it doesn't matter, about this journey group number 2 is going on. No, it is one? Okay, it is one. All right, so the card, great. The cards that you guys got is Trust. Focus. There we go. trust. I gotta read this card to you off the card because that's how this card works. Anyway, trust. It says, I trust that everything will be okay in the end, partly because I simply know it in my gut, but also because it's way more fun to live with trust and confidence than to be a defensive wiener. That's really cute. Okay, you guys. That's all I'm seeing for you guys, group number 2. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you have a blessed everything. Thank you so much again. And this was Pan. Bye, you guys.